About Time with Rashan's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and leave the comments. If you have not already subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please hit that subscribe button and encourage others to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you can stay up on the latest with Rashan's About Time Boxing. So, all right, so Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, the aftermath. Devin Haney pitched a shutout. In the video that I did leading up to the fight or before the fight, you know, I said what both fighters would have to do in order to, you know, avoid being hurt, or, you know, both fighters, I said they, you know, what they needed to do to basically get the, you know, to get the win. And everything that Devin Haney needed to do to get the win, he did. And Regis Prograis just couldn't, you know. And the one thing I said, you know, listen, first of all, let me say this. I got a tremendous amount of respect for both Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. But I don't know, it's just, you know, maybe, you know, skill-wise, Regis Prograis, he just doesn't have the fundamental skill, you know. And maybe at this stage in his career, in this point in his life, he's 34 years old, it might be too late for him to try to learn some basic fundamental skill, you know, to, you know what I mean, to try to, you know, to fix that. And he has been criticized, you know, based on his performances in his last few fights. And Devin Haney was criticized in his last few fights against Jojo Diaz, Lomachenko, you know, somebody get hit with too many left hands and this, that, and the third. But if you watch my video that I did before the fight, and I'm going to put the link in the description box below, so for those of y'all who didn't, y'all be able to go back and watch it, and y'all see what I said about Devin Haney stayed down that 140 too long, and that was the reason he, you know, didn't look good in his last few fights at 135. Now, again, and I'm going to repeat this, y'all see it in the video, but I said that, you know, when he beat George Kambosos, he should have never, in my opinion, I felt like he should have never took the rematch, and he should have never fought Lomachenko, Jojo Diaz, and them guys, like, because he was draining himself out. And this is by Devin Haney's own admission. And like I said, you know, I boxed before, so if you never boxed, then you don't, I mean, you know, some of y'all may not understand about, you know, starching your body, draining your body out, you know, because that means that as the fight go on, you'll get weaker, you know, and then you basically, and even though you may be winning the fight, or the fight may be close, or you may be winning and just might not look good winning the fight, you know what I mean? You just might not look good winning, but, you know, it's because, you know, you drained yourself out. And this is, you know, what Devin Haney was doing. And I said that, I'm telling you, I said once he goes up to 140, that's going to be the difference maker. And it was. You know, and then everybody, you know, they was talking about how he hasn't, you know, knocked anybody out in 4 years. But listen, I thought, you know, that he was, I felt like if he really was, I felt like if Devin Haney would have put his foot on the gas, like if he'd have stepped on the gas for real, if he wanted to stop Regis Prograis, he probably could have stopped Regis Prograis if he wanted to. If he had put his foot on the gas, he could have stopped Regis Prograis. If he wanted to, he could have. But he just put on, you know, listen, Mayweather Gatti. That's what that was. That was Mayweather Gatti. He put on a boxing clinic. Regis Prograis did not win one round. He was knocked down in the third. He just couldn't. He, you know, with that style that he has, like, you know what I mean. And This right here is listen, if Regis Prograis, and again, this is not me knocking Regis Prograis, because I like Regis, I got a lot of respect for him. But if his last few fights that he didn't look good in, people criticized him for that, then this fight with Devin Haney is the expose. This is showing you, if you got skill and you got feet and you got good in-ring situational awareness and you can box and you aware and your ring IQ is, you're going to beat him and possibly stop him if you got some power. And Devin just proved, my point about the reason why, because when he fought Lomachenko, everybody criticized him for that. And I told everybody, even when he stayed down there to fight Kambosos, I said it, even in videos that I did, when I made videos for him fighting Kambosos, I was like, he's staying down there too long. And I've been felt like Devin Haney should have went up to 140. Devin should have went up to 140 a long time ago. A long time ago, Devin should have went up to 140. And now, you know what I mean? Now he's able to display, his skill, his power, the way that he controlled, every facet of the fight, being on his toes, knowing where he is at all times in that ring, and making people look bad. And then now a lot of people going to try to criticize Regis Prograis and say, oh, well, Devin only looked like that because he was fighting Regis. I don't want to hear nobody saying that. Because for a long time, a lot of people was avoiding Regis Prograis and did not want to fight him. So don't try to, take away from Devin Haney's performance by trying to, disrespect or downplay Regis Prograis and his accomplishments that he's made in the past and what he's done to opponents in the past. Because he was dominating people and he was hurting people. And some people just might think that it's just his age, could be, because at certain points in the fight, his balance was off. Now, I don't know if Devin possibly hurt him, a lot worse than it appeared to be, and he just couldn't recover from it throughout the fight because at times his balance was off. He was, throwing punches, falling off balance, and, the referee, Steve Weiss, I think was his name, but Steve Weiss was, was at risk. I mean, not at risk, but, he was telling Regis Prograis, like, listen, man, you got to show me something. Because he was going to, I thought that they was going to stop the fight. Because in my video, I said I had Devin Haney winning a 12-round decision. I said by either majority or split decision. But he won by unanimous decision. Because and again, like I said, I gave Regis Prograis a little more credit. You know what I mean? I didn't think he would knock Devin Haney out. But I figured that he would have put up a lot more that, maybe he would have won a few rounds to where as though it would have been like a split decision or a majority decision. But either way, my decision, my prediction was still right. I said Devin Haney winning a 12-round decision. Whether it was split, majority, or unanimous, Devin won the fight. I picked Devin to win, and Devin won the fight. And he did everything. Again, he did everything I said he needed to do in order to win the fight. I said that, Devin can't allow himself to, to get baited in to fight in Regis Prograis' fight. Like, you know what I mean? He couldn't get it, don't allow himself to get baited into having, a firefight. And I said in my video, I said, shots going, I said at some point they was going to get into it. But Devin was the one getting into it because I think, at some point I think Regis Prograis, he just lost his, I don't want to say he lost his heart. But he just couldn't figure out, like he said, Regis Prograis said himself, I'm going to keep my same energy. He said, but Devin Haney is a lot better than I thought he was. Because even throughout the press conference, he was saying that he don't have no power. But again, we can go over that 1,000,001 times. Like I said, I already knew the reason why Devin, didn't have any power when he was fighting down there at 35. Because he was draining himself out to make weight, period. And again, if you ever boxed or if you understand boxing, the science of boxing, you know what I mean, and you understand that, then you'll know. that, you know, Devin has, because when he could make the weight comfortably, it was early in his career, and he was knocking people out, regardless of the name, but he was knocking people out. You know, and this fight here was the biggest fight of both of their careers. A lot of people may beg to differ, but Lomachenko was not the biggest fight. You know, and if y'all want, I can get into that later while I do another video about it, but I'm not going to sit up there and say that Lomachenko was the biggest fight of Devin Haney's career, because Lomachenko was not. This was the biggest fight of his career. So, you know, look, y'all drop the comments in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think about the fight. But please don't, you know, don't try to take away from Devin Haney's win by trying to, you know, downplay Regis Prograis' accomplishments and what he's done in his career. You know what I mean? Because he's a two-time champion too. You know, and he got one loss. You know what I mean? He lost to Josh Taylor. But like I said, you know, Devin Haney just proved that his skill level is different. And I was at the fight in Atlantic City when Floyd Mayweather dominated the Toro Gatti. And this right here was reminiscent of that. Only difference is they stopped the fight in the 6th or 7th round when Floyd dominated Gatti. But this fight here, they were at risk of stopping it. And I said if they stopped it in the 11th round, it was going to be Devin 11. And I thought that they was going to stop it. But nonetheless, you know, much respect to both Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. But congratulations to Devin Haney for, you know, alhamdulillah, you know, may Allah continue to bless you in your endeavors and your father and your team. But again, congratulations to Devin Haney, Team Haney. You know, Devin put on a boxing clinic. And if this performance doesn't, which is not, you know, this performance is not going to silence the critics. It's not, you know, because regardless, people are still going to try to find, you know, stuff wrong and all that, you know. But I do think that he should stay right there at 140. There's a lot of big fights there at 140. You know, you got not Montana Love, but you got Richardson Hitchens down there. You got Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. It's a lot of good fights down there. You know, you might want to throw that guy Liam Parlow in the mix since he beat Montana Love. You know, but yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight, and you know, once again, my prediction was right. Devin by decision, and he took it. So again, just drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know, you know, what y'all think about the fight, and do y'all think that, you know, do y'all agree Devin looked bad because he was draining himself out, and you know, and because he was able to comfortably make weight, even though he said in the face-off that he would probably have, he said he gonna have some problems making weight, but I think that was probably just a psychological, you know, ploy, you know, to try to throw Regis off to make, you know, for Devin to make Regis think that he gonna fade off in the second half of the fight or something like that. But Devin never faded off. He got stronger and better as the rounds went on. And I mean, again, he put on a boxing clinic. All right, so that's all I got for now. To the next one, y'all drop the comments again. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, please encourage others to subscribe to the channel. And again, don't forget to hit the notification button to stay up on the latest with Rashan's About Time Boxing. Shout out to my guy Real Deal, Mark Nash, Rebel Life Boxing. You know what I mean? And the About Time Boxing family and Trail 100 Mil gang. Appreciate y'all.